That the women are indeed correct when they say that decentering men will change your life.
What is this decentering crap? So you're telling me that men were the center of your world? It seems like everything was going fine then. Why are we decentering? It seems like you ladies are unhappier than ever.
To get people telling me nonstop in all of my video comments saying to decenter men, and it used to drive me insane because, to be honest with you, men have never been like the center of my life. But I saw a video a few weeks ago talking about how decentering men isn't a literal action of like not going on dates and not always talking to someone. Decentering.
That's called natural selection, because the conservative women that want to be in relationships and want to have kids will be dating, whereas the liberal freakazoids will stay at home and be alone and buy cats.
Men is actually more of like a mental process more than a physical one, because as women we've been programmed from the time we were little girls that like finding a man and finding someone to marry should be our sole purpose in life. And even the small micro habits and actions that we do day to day are all things that have programmed us to try and get a man's attention, either from the way you dress, the way you present yourself, when you go out.
You have pigtails, you're wearing a spaghetti strap dress, your whole chesticle's out. It looks like you put on makeup. Do you not realize the irony in this? Good Lord.
Out in public, all of those things. So I was thinking about this and I was like, okay, well, I've definitely never been one to make men the center of my life in terms of actual dating. So I've never been one who has enjoyed putting myself out there or going on apps or doing any of that. But then I was thinking like, okay, yeah, in the past, anytime that I would go out, I would always think to myself, oh, maybe my next man is going to be out here tonight. Or every time I was at the gym, I caught myself looking for the next good looking guy. So when I became aware of these thoughts that I was having, I decided a few weeks ago after seeing this video to just stop. And it's amazing. Like, it feels so good now just going about my life and truly not caring about men. Period. I don't care if someone talks to me. I do absolutely nothing with the intent of a man approaching me. And funny enough, I have had more men approach me recently than I have in a very, very long time. And what's even crazier is that in the past, I would have been like, oh my God, this is the next person I'm gonna be with. Like, I would have just completely tried to make meaning of any interaction with a man, versus now I just...
This is like a female version of Squidward. That's what she looks like to me. Talking about, oh, men not approaching me. These average women, the audacity. They seriously are they must have audacity at the Salvation Army the way they're selling it right now.
I'm friendly and I move on with my day. But wow, I feel such a huge weight lifted off my shoulders, because I can definitely say that I fell victim to being one of those women who...
Bro, the victim Olympics is crazy work. Everybody wanted... I fell victim to just wanting a man to talk to me. And just, oh, God. What?
Who was raised... Well, not necessarily raised by my parents, but raised by, like, the media and movies and things like that.
You let the media and movies raise you. You realize how stupid that sounds?
You stupid.
I believe that I had to grow up and just find a man and my life would be over. And since letting go of that narrative, I have just felt so much...
No, that's when life starts. Imagine how much like propaganda had to actually happen, wordsly by words.
You stupid.
Imagine how much propaganda had to be pumped through the media for women to think that being in a loving relationship with a man and having a family and having children is oppression. Imagine. Oh my God. So much propaganda and programming. Thinking that's oppression. You being with a man in a loving relationship and having children that love you, doing the one thing that biologically we're meant to do is oppression. Is holding you down. Oh no, oh darn it. It's really holding me back from buying my 7 cats. If I didn't have a family and kids, I could have like 12 cats. Bruh. This is crazy. And this woman thinks she's cooking too.
Free, so much happier, and for the first time in such a long time, I feel like I'm finally living for myself. And I would not...
Now, you've been doing that the whole time.
change this feeling for the world. So like I said, the women are not wrong when they tell you to decenter men. Even if they are not quite literally the center of your life, if you catch yourself doing things for the sake of getting a man's attention or hoping that you'll find a man.
Women have historically done this to get men's attention because they understand they need protection and provision. What happened to that? And now you ladies still want chivalry, but they want equality, but they only want it when it benefits them. They don't want it when it benefits the man.
The thing about the whole male loneliness epidemic is that men know what they need to do to get women. It's not that hard to figure out. They just hate that it would mean conceding to a matriarchy. They want women, but they also want women in a dynamic where they have the power. It's not just about wanting women. Like, they want to have women, but they want to also be in control of that woman.
This is coming from a woman who's alone.
Shots fired! Oh my God, that is not the reason. This girl is such a hypocrite. For those who don't know, I stitch this girl all the time. She has blocked me by now, probably 1,000 times. And she is such a hypocrite.
Texas Garden Fairy, an LA stereotype.
And contradicts herself in so many videos. So let's just get one thing straight. I personally don't believe there is actually a male loneliness epidemic. This is a terminology that people are giving to the fact that men are choosing to be single at a higher rate, or just in general men.
Dude, in my opinion, there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. Chat, put on one in the chat if you agree. If you're lonely, it's not by choice. If you're alone, it's by choice. I'm alone by choice. I'm lonely when I yearn for other women. There's a lot of guys out there that are just alone and they like it that way. They like doing their own thing. They like not having a headache. They like just kicking it with their dog, doing their thing, going to work, coming home, playing video. They enjoy it, actually. So there's a lot of men. Maybe there's a lone male epidemic, but I don't think it's an epidemic. There's a lot of men thriving alone. Loneliness is what you ladies yearn. Because as men, in chat, put a one in the chat if you agree. As men, we are more interested in things, and women are more interested in people. So if it's talking about loneliness, it'd be you ladies that are suffering from the loneliness female epidemic because you yearn and thrive off of having relationships and gossiping and having friends and having social groups. Men, we thrive being alone. It's just crazy to me, bro. It's crazy to me. That's why I say men have to understand women to sleep with them, but women do not have to understand men to sleep with them. Like as men, we are the true romantics. We have to understand everything, and ladies can just do and just tiptoe through life on easy mode and then complain about it. It's crazy work, bro. It's like playing a video game on extra easy mode and then being like, this game is hard. Men are over here playing the dating game on freaking legendary, and we can't complain about it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It was good to have you guys out, man. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.